Hello, it's Jesse Green, the 619 Nerd, and we're doing another movie commentary. This one is 1931's Dracula with Bela Lugosi. And being that it's Halloween season, one of my favorite holidays, I'm going to do a lot of commentaries on the famous Universal monsters. Likes of Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, of course Dracula, The Visible Man, and if I have time, I might even do The Mummy. We got Dwight, Frye, Everett Van Sloan, Helen Chandler, which is, I believe it's the only real movie she did, but she was quite hot. This is Universal's grand year of 1931 with this and Frankenstein coming out at the same time. And here we go. The movie's starting. Sorry about that. Just push play. I got the Blu-ray edition, so it's gonna be crisp. And we see Dwight Frye, who's it's probably one of his most famous roles, next to the Fritz, the one that tortured Frankenstein in the monster movie. And you see a bunch of villagers still afraid of the night because of Dracula. I guess you would call it annex. Look at that, and look how, if you get the Blu-ray, look how good and pristine this version is. The coach is coming in. But again, probably did this in the valley, if anywhere. It's probably old Western set, but and they're going to Bengal Pass, which is actually a real place. I believe it's a real place in Hungary. Basically where Transylvania is. I don't think they actually mentioned Transylvania here, but the villagers trying to persuade him to stay, but he has to go there by midnight. Count Dracula. Oh, everybody knows guy's doomed to die. Castle Dracula. They're still trying. Come on. How many times do you have to say, I'm going to Castle Dracula before you get it? Dracula and his vampire bride. Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen this, so if I stop commentating, it's probably me just watching because it's been a while since I've seen it. I've seen it many times. Again, being that it's like really early in the talkies, there's like no music, only in the beginning and I believe at the end. Which is kind of weird, but it still has that atmosphere. And this, Bela Lugosi did the stage play, but you know how many, he was the most obvious choice, but they tried Conrad Dwight, but he went back to Hungary. Also, Lon Chaney Sr., who unfortunately died before it was made. If he would have done it, oh, it would have been just as great. Actually, it would be his second talkie, and unfortunately, he died of a rare disease, basically lung cancer. Even though I don't think he smoked, but you know, he played it in Broadway, went all over the country. Here we go, the coffin scenes where you get to see the bride. You see his hand coming out of a coffin. It's kind of spooky. Possum, which I never understand. Why is there a possum in Transylvania? One of the brides. A bee in a coffin? I never understood that, but that was more atmosphere. Again, possum eating the bones, and you see him finally. Dracula himself. Something Bela Lugosi was born to play. And you know, in Hungary, he played many different characters, more of a character actor. He played God at one point. Unfortunately, being political that he was, he had to flee Hungary. That's when he came to America and started in Broadway. And in the movie, he had to learn his lines phonetically because he can't speak the language. The driver just throws his back. Screw you, dude. You got fog everywhere. And you do see him as the driver, which I think is actually in the book. I think that it was shown in showed in other stuff, but he didn't say a word. It's supposed to be creepy, but just kind of weird. Oh, this is not weird or creepy or anything. We're going up to the fog and establishing shot of Dracula's castle, which is also Frankenstein's castle at one point. It's matte shot. And actually, he's driving really fast, and he just sees a back of Dracula and the horses. Which and anyway, so here we go. In the castle, which is probably one of the best scenes of the movie. Actually, there is another scene later which I will explain was actually better, but this is the most famous scene where Renfield, like Frye, hopefully I say it right, walks in. See the vampire brides flying around. You can see the string. Here we go. They don't actually show it. Yeah, armadillo. Where is the armadillo in Pennsylvania? But kind of odd. But you don't actually see him go through the The big spider web. Ah. Here he comes. I am Dracula. And with that deep Hungarian accent, he was born to play it. He had a great voice. Even though he was always established in horror films, he actually had a good voice. And again, you see established shot of Dwight Frye as he goes through the web, but you don't actually see him. Oh no, wait, hold on. Famous line. Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make. Classic Dracula line. Actually, you do see, get close, and then he actually pass through, but they don't show it. I believe in there's a Spanish version of this movie, of Dracula, which is actually just as good as this. It's not better, a lot of people say. Not everybody, but that's a big web. And you see a Black Widow climbing the wall. The blood of life, Renfield. Mr. Renfield. Dude, I would bolt after peeing myself seeing a guy pass through a web like that. Not even paying any mind. Now they're in like a sitting room. It's kind of different from the rest of the castle, even though it's falling apart. There's no electricity. The fire. And the luggage is already there. Now, the difference from the book and this film is that Renfield is the one, instead of Jonathan Harker, who has a smaller role in this movie than in any of the other ones. And so kind of, you hear sounds. It's a different country. And for some reason it was a secret. And he's buying Carfax Alley, which is in London, or outside London. Never sure. The piercing of Dracula. But really, they don't have like a FedEx anymore? Ever? Okay, I messed up my own joke. But they don't have a FedEx? You gotta just FedEx him and get assign it there. And you got luggage for the boat trip home or back. And they actually chartered a ship. Evening. We'll leave tomorrow evening. And I'm quite impressed that he learned it all phonetically. Because it probably was hard for him to do it. And with that accent, that would hinder him throughout the rest of his career. Winfield cut himself by accident. And you can see Dracula salivating. Hopefully I said that right. But he sees the cross, and from a paperclip? Now he sucks on. Would you like some wine? Let's get him tipsy. Another classic wine. I never drink wine. Just the way he said it's kind of funny. Kind of. I never drink wine, and he did it phonetically, so. But Winfield's oblivious of all the facts. He takes a big drink. Dracula roofied him. Oh yeah, you roofied him. The 3 brides are coming. Trying to get air, but there's Dracula. I can't really see the strings, but here it comes. Now he passes out. And the brides are slowly inching towards Renfield. Inch by inch. Oops. And here comes Dracula himself. And telling him to get back. And you don't actually see the brides again. But I don't know what happened to them. Did they stay in Castle Dracula? Which is never actually established what happened to them. And here's Dracula. Going for the kill of sorts. And it fades to black. And now, aboard the vessel, the Vista, bound for England, there's a horrible storm, which is actually in the book, I believe. Renfield is actually in Renfield crazy mode. And Dracula is gonna go for a late night snack. The piercing eyes of Dracula. Unfortunately, for some reason, Renfield can't eat humans, but only the bugs, like flies and spiders and things. They don't understand. He's not fully a vampire. But he's actually a daywalker, which is an assistant to Dracula. He's hypnotized, I guess, more than being bitten. Excuse me, I just yawned. Now they're actually in England. They have all the captain dead to the wheel, which I believe is in the book too. He's talking to Dracula as he sleeps. Come on, and they can hear the laughter of Winfield. And that crazy look of Winfield is priceless. He played it perfection with perfection. There you go. And now he's in the crazy house, right next to right to the abbey. He devours ants, flies, small living things, detained their blood puzzle scientist, Dr. Stewart, sanitarium near London. They showed a newspaper. Swinging 1931, London. This one, I always hated this thing. They have a flower girl. And it shows Dracula walking around. His crazy eyes. And just like that, the girl with the violet is gone, dead. And what I like about this that he stays the same age. Instead of like in the book, he's an old, feeble old man and he grows younger as he drinks blood. I never liked that. Police found the body. And a bunch of people just ran to the body. The opera, or symphony, actually. I like that version instead of the old man turning young in the book and Francis Ford Coppola's movie, which I do like. Don't get me wrong. Dracula hypnotizing the girl. So you can actually meet Dr. Stewart, Lucy, Mina, and Harker. I guess it's hypnotizing the girl who seeks. I don't know. But and then Dracula introduces himself. Whitney, where I don't know where anything is. He's telling him he's at least correct out. Why he's actually telling him this, I have no clue. Maybe he wanted the other insane people. But you know he fashions Parker. And the place he leases is in shambles. And tell him he can do little repairs of the just like his castle. Now, of course, this is tamer to the later ones, especially the hammer and where oh yeah, there's a crush right on the bosom. But in 1931, audience were scared, but they went in droves, and droves and droves, and even more droves. And the symphony is starting, and Dracula is taking fancy of Lucy. And then you have Mina mocking Dracula. Yeah. And you know, most of the people who play Dracula don't have an accent like Bela Lugosi, which kind of gave Dracula mysterious, noble quality. You know, Christopher Lee, who's probably the greatest Dracula of all, next to Bela Lugosi, had that British accent, which is alright. Yeah. You see a councilwoman saying something to Dracula, just annoying him. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ah. Oh, the bat is coming into Lucy's window. Is that a... What do you call those little eye things that wiggle around? Oh, no, it's more of a... Looks like a light. It's supposed to hypnotize Lucy. You know, it's flying up and down, which I don't think a bat could do in one place. Anyways. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Say goodbye to Lucy. Um, Mimi, um, Harker, no, not Harker, she's dead. They tried to, like, 4 hours ago, they transfused blood into her, but she's dead. Because she was drained. same two marks of the flower girl and her. I don't think he had time to make that flower girl a vampire because you never hear about her again. And now we're at the sanitarium, which is basically crazy house. Other patients are making fun of Renfield. And Martin, one of the I don't know, you can't really call him a guard, but orderly, I guess, taking the flyaway spider, which is look plastic to me. You should be ashamed of this spider. Flies ain't good enough for you anymore. Flies? Flies? Oh, well, flies probably wouldn't nourish you as much as a spider would. Have it your own way. Here we go. Edward Van Sloan, who was in this movie and in Frankenstein. He's the one that actually opened Frankenstein. We warned you, it's going to be frightening. Which I don't think, well, I know The Simpsons parodied it, but he plays Van Helsing in this one. And only he knows they're dealing with the undead. Nosferatu, which is a classic, I believe German movie, a silent movie, which is actually it was copyrighted. They copied basically Dracula, but they called it Nosferatu. And the Bram Stoker's widow sued it. It had almost every copy destroyed except for one, which is a classic where he looked like a rat face. Which is, and at the time was scary. I'm glad actually they didn't destroy every copy because that was a seminal works of the vampire genre. And yeah, he goes from Dracula to Frankenstein to being in a couple of serials in the 40s. How downhill his career went after these two movies. I'm not sure why he did it. Probably for the money. Because he was in, I know Mass Marvel. And then Captain America. Which is, I did the couple of parts of it. I need to do those again. Actually watch them like I'm doing here. Instead of, doing it from memory. Now he meets Renfield for the first time. He wants to be sent away, to get away from Dracula. And he's worried about Miss Mina, which we all know Dracula's gonna go for her. Yep. Oh, the sun's going down. Nice. You see other boxes, so you think the brides are with them, but you never see them, I think. Again, it's been a while since I've seen it. And I never really liked the whole notion you have to have dirt of this country. I don't like that. It should just be a coffin to sleep in, not dirt from Transylvania, which will get you dirty. Yeah, you're wearing a tuxedo throughout the whole movie. Wouldn't there be dirt everywhere? That's just my thing. And like in Tomb of Dracula, it would vary between the writers. That would take like 3 days before they could come to the very next night, then go back to 3 days. It wasn't constant as it should have been. Oh, yeah, showed the crucifix to Renfield, and he freaked. Old fly eater. And he's warning them. Just ignoring the crazy man. Oh, it's a herb. Okay, it wasn't a crucifix. But it's wolfbane. It's only in Central Europe. Poor Renfield crying in this cell. Yes, master. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Yes, master. There you go. Closest Darth Vader I'm gonna get. Now, he doesn't want to hurt Mina. It's commendable. But, she's hot. I believe she got married not too long after this. So that's why she didn't do more movies. I would have liked her to do more. Again, the bat on wires, up and down, which a normal bat could never do. And now Dracula's going for Mina. Yeah, and if you see it, you can see the blockage of the light with something on it, like a piece of paper. Why they left it in or they showed it, I don't know. Alright. Fade to black if he bites Mina, but she's covering herself up. And you hear a dog tail. Stuart and Van Helsing notice. Harker looks concerned. Come closer and closer. Actually, he can't breathe because he's undead, but whatever. It was only a dream. It's been a while since I've had a bad dream, but damn. But when you do, you get frightened. It's been quite a few years since I had a nightmare. Even Harker knew something's wrong with her. And yes. And Archer Van Helsing finds the bite mark. I never like, it took like 3 times before she died. If he drank that much blood, she should have died that night, but if if they did, if it had happened, it wouldn't have a movie. But with the good ending. And Count Dracula comes in at the inopportune moment with Van Helsing there. And here she wants to say something. Introducing 2 rivals for the first time, but it's not the last one. Even in Transylvania, they have actually heard of Van Helsing. Which actually, in the real Transylvania / Hungary, the real Count Dracula is basically son of the devil. It's actually revered and beloved, even though they sound the Count Dracula we know, but he was well beloved, especially when he was fighting the Turks. And there's some reports saying, well, he's called the Impaler. Oh, Van Helsing sees the mirror, no reflection. But anyways, he would impale his victim, and there's some say he drank the blood from his victims on bread, but that may have been folklore. And both Harker and Van Helsing see it. I think, or was it just Van Helsing? No, he's showing it to him. Okay. And oh, and she looks like a zombie, especially the way she looks. And and he's just showing him. He's showing the mirror. And he gets violent and slaps it out. Which I get well, again, some places it shows the suit, because I never understood why the clothes he wears would be invisible, but that's just me. Maybe I'm thinking too hard on it. And he's saying, even though you lived only a few short years, you're a wise man, Van Helsing. Like a wild animal. Madman. A wolf. Or a wolf? Yeah. But there's no wolves in London. except for the Wolfman, Dracula, Werewolf of London, a few others. Oh, American Werewolf in London. Yeah. I don't know. Why is, other than Monster Squad, why is there no werewolf in, like, America? There's one in Paris, but not good old United States. And too bad the Wolfman never came to America. Oh well. It's like that. He was in America in Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein, but I don't count that. That is not a way to end the Wolfman. Even though by the time that came out, it was a parody of itself. The second fight, she just comes out and pretty much, kind of like in the Hammer, she becomes like her lover. And everybody still don't believe that he's a vampire, even though you saw the proof. Archie still doesn't believe it. Which, again, don't understand why he has to have dirt. As long as it's coughing, I don't care. Oh, that's why they have the boxes. Which, you can find dirt anywhere. Why would you need to bring it from this home store? Ah, Renfield. When he heard everything, he escaped. Because of Dracula helped them. He's trying to explain, but not take her away. And there's a bat. He's trying not to say anything, but trying to get her out of there. Dracula? Who is Dracula? He's trying to say, but Dwight Frye, who plays Renfield, does a terrific job. Because he's trying to, with the power of the evil, are too great for his weak mind. They found Mina. It's not technically, well, no. And I like this scene where the maid kind of passes out. We don't actually know what happens to May because Renfield's crawling to her. Evil maniacal laugh. But you never actually see what happens to May. Or maybe they catches him right before he bites her or something, because he was about to eat her, like Dracula. Ah! Well, let's see, there she is. There's Lucy, walking. I actually don't know what happened to Lucy, too, because right now Martin's reading a newspaper. Another attack on small child. Mystery woman in white. Two small girls. Each describe her. Beautiful lady in white. Promise of chocolates, which is something you can't get away with anymore. No candy bar. Ghost. Vampire. And Martin and he looks. At least she's still alive. And yeah, maybe there was a deleted scene saying something happened, but they never showed it. She could, for all accounts, Lucy could be still out there eating children, which is actually basis of Lilith, which was the first. If you believe that kind of stuff, Lilith was the first female ever with Adam, and she being feminist said, "Fuck you, I'm not fucking you, dude." So she becomes like the first ever vampire, kind of, or succubus. I believe more of a vampire who ate children throughout history. But if you believe that kind of stuff, before Eve screwed paradise up. Even she knows something's wrong, and even no. She's trying to get him to go away, but dude, be strong, dude. Be strong. She looks defeated. He looks defeated. Again, he still doesn't believe it. Come on, dude. You've seen proof, and Harker is a dumbass, not realizing it. And what you gonna do? No way. He's gonna call the police and take her to London. Dude, he's a father. He has more rights than you do, dude. And you know what? Even if he did, a different nurse comes in. You're gonna put Wolfbane in to keep Dracula out, which never works. Of course. Here it comes. So I'm guessing, yeah, the other boxes are dirt. I never understood. I'm gonna keep harping on it. It does not make sense. There's dirt all over the world. Or, wow, like 20% of the world. Isn't like 80% water? But, or the sea. Again, he still doesn't believe it. No. You will kill her anyway. Wow. Now he's finally relenting that, which is a good thing. I don't know why they don't hunt day and night trying to find the coffin, but you know, that would be my first indication. Try to find the coffin. Winfield escaped again. Again, probably by Dracula. Undead corpse, not the living corpse. And words. What again? Martin, you escaped again? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right away. I'm gonna lose again. Coming up is my favorite scene / line. I think it's coming up soon. Renfield's. Oh yeah, here you go. Yeah. Red mist. Flames of fire, nice. But no. Thousands of rats. Nah, come on. Okay. Like only smaller. Here you go. Rats. Thousands of them. Millions of them, all for you. Which I was playing, I'm still playing Amazing Spider-Man on my Raging 619 channel. Anyways, there's vermin, and there's a scene where all of London, New York has rats, thousands of them. So I did that somewhere in one of them, just before I stopped. I haven't played in a few weeks. I want to finish it. And I still have some of Max Payne to do. But yeah, I did that verbatim. The rats, millions. Trying to do the voice, but not quite getting it. But you know. Oh, here you go. Two arch enemies about to fight. He's trying to hypnotize. Well, only the weak-minded can be hypnotized. And if she dies by day, nothing will happen. Drive your stake right to your heart. There it comes. Come. I forget which movie, my best friend's a vampire, tried the same thing, and the girl said, what are you trying to do, dumbass? She was not weak-minded like some of the other. And he almost gets him, You almost got him. But, I don't know, it's the will to live, will not to succumb, saved Van Helsing. And he fights with this, not with his fist, but with his mind. More, they ask, more Wolfsbane? No, even better. Oh, the crucifix. And he runs. Mina trying to get the nurse to open the window. Of course she escapes. We know she's not supposed to leave the room, but anyway. Come on with the last best. She's not supposed to be outside. Right. Look at her. She's about to bite him, just like Dracula. She's not a vampire yet. Fog. Even though a few seconds ago there's no fog, now there's fog everywhere. There's a bat. There's a bat that should not even be there. Dracula, of course, talking to her. Sorry. Yawning again. Look at it. She's about to go crazy, and I guess she's more like Winfield, but she has the urge to bite people, especially Johnson. And then, trying to save her, you douche. Oh. And she tells. And now she finally. Well, actually, the legend goes that if you're bitten by a vampire, that's probably why. If you're bitten by a vampire, you must drink the blood of the vampire to turn into a vampire. And Martin's shooting at the bat, but not gonna help, dude. They're all crazy. All crazy except you and me. Oh, there she is. That is the one that passed out. The maid that passed out. Oh, 5 a.m. Sorry. Jans. The maid is, the nurse is actually opening the door for Dracula. The mind is not as strong as Van Helsing, so she takes the wolfbane. So now again, why is he attacking me and Alex? Everybody knows he's a vampire. Instead of going like after other people. Oh, they're following Renfield. Now instead of so this is the downfall of Renfield and Dracula. And now this is probably a staircase they used in other Universal horror films. I believe in Frankenstein. But kiss Renfield goodbye because he's about to die. He didn't even have to say anything. I swear I didn't bring him, even though he probably did. Know that he was going to be followed. But I like to think Renfield actually tried to save Mina. He's been trying to the whole movie. So I like to think Renfield sacrificed himself to save Mina. And he's trying to say he didn't, but again, right there, all the blood in my hands. That's why I betrayed you. And Baba, you don't see anything, but you see him fall down, fall off the staircase. And unfortunately, he doesn't have time. Yeah, there you go. Open the door. Unfortunately, Dracula couldn't do anything since it's almost daylight, and he's got to go to his coffin. Wow. There's Dracula asleep. You know, couple of generations of him snoring. And they got one coffin left. He's not there. Open it up so you can see it, dude. Oh, he didn't even look. Dude, you look and his hat fell off. Why didn't you just look first? Right there. Like, when you looked the first time, did you not notice her? Alright. When you hear a Dracula groan, that's the last time you hear him. And you see Mina in a corner, which I bet you could have found her. Mina screams. They hug. And she said, I heard you call for her, but she can't do anything about it. Dracula, well, not dead forever. There's many sequels after that. But he's dead for now. And now, we're at the end of Dracula. What a great movie. Even though there is some problems. Sometimes it can be hokey. But, and this is the start of Universal's horror monsters. This is Jesse Green, the 619 Nerd, and we're done with Dracula. And we'll be back with Frankenstein coming soon.